Namaste, I'm Susheal and you're watching my YouTube channel, Susheal Yoga. I'm so happy and overwhelmed with all the responses and feedbacks I've been receiving for my videos and YouTube channel. So on some of the requests, I'm making this YouTube video on how to do splits with the help of a vinyasa flow. If you're a beginner, you might find this challenging. So if you have a little bit of practice, you will enjoy this video. I'm looking forward to hearing the feedback from you all. So get onto your mats and start the practice. So let us start our splits yoga practice by sitting down comfortably in a cross-legged position. Bring your hands together to your heart's center and close your eyes. We'll start the practice by chanting Om 3 times. Breathe in. Om. Gently open your eyes. And remember, everybody, that splits might happen, might not happen, but what is important that you enjoy this practice and this yoga journey. And we all have different body types and flexibility, so even though you're not able to do splits, this practice will help you to stretch the muscles in the legs and help you to reduce any kind of pain you have around your back and also in the legs. So let us get started by lying down on the back. You're going to start by bending both the knees to the chest. Give yourself a nice hug, a nice squeeze for making it onto the yoga mat and starting this practice. Now let go of your left leg and lift your right leg up towards the sky. Now turn your toes up towards the sky and then down towards your face. Move your foot up and down, up and down 2 more times. Becoming aware of the movement and this present moment. Now make circles with your foot and opposite direction. Now flex your knee, bend the knee and extend. As you extend, notice the stretch in the back of the leg. Flex, extend, flex, extend, flex, extend. 2 more times. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. As you straighten, stay here for 5 breaths. If you're comfortable, pull your leg a little more closer towards you. You can also walk your hands up towards the calf muscle and stay here. Now push your heel up towards the sky, and as you do that, notice the stretch in the back of the leg. Stay here for 3 more breaths. 3, 2, and bend the knee, release the leg out. Now bend the left knee and lift the leg up. Hold the back of the thigh and turn your toes up towards the sky and towards you, moving your foot up and down. 3 more times. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And now round and round. Round and round. Opposite direction. Now flex the knee and extend. Flex, Extend. As you extend, notice the stretch in the back of the leg, all the muscles releasing, unwinding, making the way for flexibility. Now as you extend your knee, notice the stretch in the back of the leg. If you're not receiving, you can bring your leg a little more closer. You can also walk your hand up to your calf muscle and stay here for 5. Keep pressing the other leg onto the floor. 4, 3, 2, bend the knee and release. Now bend the knees, press both the feet on the floor. Inhale, lift up into bridge pose. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring the knees to the chest and rock forward and come into all fours, onto your hands, onto your knees. We're going to start with cat and cow here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now walk your hands a little forward. Come into downward facing dog. Move your heels up and down, stretching the back of the legs. Now step your right foot forward between your hands and bring your left leg a little more back. As you stay there, I am going to adjust my shirt and let us stay there in the lunge. Keep moving the left leg back, stretching the right hip and the left quadricep. Now bring your left knee to the floor, hands onto the thigh and raise your hands all the way up. Now as you inhale, you're going to bring your hips back. As you exhale, push the hips forward. So we are here stretching the left quadricep. Splits also is about stretching the front of the body, the front of the leg, especially your quadriceps. Keep moving your hips back and forth, back and forth. One last time, back and forth. Now as you stay here, lift your chest up, push your hips forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands down to the floor and straighten your right leg. Bring your right heel a little forward into half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Now you can either stay onto your hands or come onto the fingertips. Flex your knee, push your hips forward. You can also bring your leg a little closer and do this movement. Extend the knee and flex. Continue 3 more times. Extend and flex. Extend, flex, and as you extend, hold it here for 5. You can also walk your hands forward. 4, keep pushing your right hip back as you send your chest forward, creating length in the spine and length in the back of the right leg. Now flex the right knee and step your left foot forward. Come into a forward fold, keeping a little distance between both your feet, and shift your weight forward and lift your chest up and slowly go down as much as you can, pushing the heels into the mat, moving your hips away from your heels. Now pressing your hands onto the floor, take your legs back into plank, lower down, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale up into cobra pose, exhale and back into downward facing dog. Now step your left foot forward between your hands, keep your back knee lifted up and send your back leg more behind you. Now stay here. Notice the stretch in the right quadricep and the left hip. Now gently bring your back knee down. Place your hands onto the left thigh and raise your hands up towards the sky. Now you're going to move your hips back as you inhale. As you exhale, push forward as you lift up through your abdomen. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lift your chest up. Notice the stretch here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands down to the floor and straighten your left leg, moving your left heel a little forward. Hands on the floor or fingertips on the floor. Stay here. Noticing the stretch, and now you're going to flex your left knee and extend. As you extend, notice the stretch in the left hamstring. Two more times. And stay here. Keep pushing your left hip back. Press your left heel firmly into the floor. You can walk your hands forward. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now flex your left knee and step your right foot forward in the front. Keep a little distance between your feet. Inhale, lift your chest up as you send your thighs back. Exhale, reach forward and down. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Bend your knees, press your hands onto the floor and step your legs back into downward facing dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, move forward into plank. Exhale, bring your knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, up into cobra pose. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg up as high as you can. Exhale, step it forward, bring your back leg closer, come into pyramid pose. Press your back heel, back foot firmly into the mat, extend the back knee. Push your right hip back and send your chest forward. Now you're going to bend your right knee and push back. As you push back, lengthen. Stretch the right hamstring. 3 more times. And now you're going to stay here. You can also walk your hands forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now press your left hand onto the floor. Lift your right hand up into a quick twist. 3, 2. Keep pushing your right hip back. And 1. Bring your hands down to the floor and walk your hands to the left. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. And fall forward and down. Pressing your hands onto the floor. You can bring your legs a little apart if needed. Stay here for 5. Stretching the back of the legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back to the front. Take your legs back into plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale up into Cobra Pose. Exhale and back into Downward Facing Dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. As you stay here for 5 breaths, keep your legs active, keep pushing your hips back. And if you're practicing this at home, it's good to have a mat which is nice and firm and doesn't slip. And on the beach, the mat always does this. It goes, it takes me to places. Now let us do it on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale and step it forward. Bring your back leg closer. Come into Pyramid Pose. Keep your back foot firmly pressing into the mat. Now you're going to flex your left knee and extend. As you extend, notice the stretch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stay here. You can also walk your hands forward as you push your hips back and stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let us go into a quick twist. Press your right hand onto the floor, left hand up. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Bring both the hands down to the floor. Walk your hands to the right this time. This time we're going to do variation of holding the ankles. Inhale to push your thighs back and send your chest forward. Exhale, fold forward and down as the crown of the head reaches the floor. Stay here for 5, 4, shift your weight a little forward if you can. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, come to the front of the mat. Take your legs back and go down onto your knees. Relax in Child's Pose for a few breaths. As you relax in Child's Pose for a few breaths, I'm going to quickly move my mat to a little less sunny place. It's a lot of sun right now. From Child's Pose, let us move into Downward Facing Dog. And step your right foot outside your palm. Bring your left knee down to the floor. Move your hips back and push it forward. 1. Into lizard stretch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now take your left hand a little forward, right hand back. You can either stay here or bend the left knee and hold the foot as you push your hips forward. For 5, you can also turn your right foot out. 4, 3, 2, and release. Now send your right foot to the left, coming into a Pigeon Pose. Bring your back leg firmly pressing onto the floor. Lift your chest up. See if you can lift your left hand up in the Pigeon Pose and also the right hand up. If you're not able to lift up, you can keep it on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands down. Let us repeat this on the other side. Take your right leg back and step your left leg forward into Lizard Pose. Bring your right knee down to the floor. Move your hips back as you inhale, exhale forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Push your hips forward. Walk your right hand forward. Take your left hand back as you turn your left foot out. You can stay here or hold your right foot and push it towards you. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Now send your left foot to the right, come into a pigeon pose. Pressing the back leg firmly. If you're not able to, keep your hips square, you can keep your hips little lifted up. Now if you're comfortable, lift your hands up towards the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Bring your hands down to the floor, press it and take your legs back into all fours. Gonna move into cat and cow, moving the spine and the hips. Sometimes during the process of stretching deep, we create tension. So if you have any tension, releasing that out. And bringing your heels, buttocks onto your heels and twist onto your right. Twist onto your left. Come into downward facing dog. Now step your right foot forward between your hands, bring the left knee to the floor and get your right leg straight, extend the right knee coming into half split. Now you can either stay here. We had a beautiful journey towards this pose. Now if you want, if you're comfortable, tuck your back foot in and bring the back leg back and send the front leg forward, shifting your weight towards your hips, lifting the chest up. Staying here for 5, choosing your variation of the split. You can be here or down there, completely down. 3, 2, and 1. Once you finish, come back into your half split and move back into downward facing dog. Move your heels up and down, hips side to side. Now step your left leg forward, bring the right knee down. Move your hips back as you send your left leg forward. You can either stay here or we choose the variation of going deeper. Tucking your back foot in, lifting your chest up as you shift your weight down into your hips and lift the chest up. 5, keep your legs active. 4, you're not putting all the weight, burden on the joints, you're keeping the muscles active. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now slowly you're gonna bring the legs back into all fours. Cat and cow for 2 times. And then sit down. And did you see the 2 pits I've made with my heels? Let us do the windshield wipers. Take your hands to the back, knees to the right, head to the left. Knees to the left, head to the right, releasing any tension. 1 more time. And come back to the center and lie down onto your back. We're going to close down the practice, cool down, take a few breaths here as you keep your knees bent, keep your feet a little apart and bring your knees close to each other. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now hug your legs to the chest, give yourself a nice squeeze for the beautiful practice. Bring your feet on the floor. Press them firmly as you lift your buttocks up. After that stretching, we are strengthening the hamstrings and the glutes. Interlock your fingers, press your hands onto the floor. And lift your hips higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. One more time. Press your feet. Inhale, lift up, interlock your fingers, press it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Now get your left leg straight, bend your right knee, hold the right knee with your left hand and take it to the left. Turn your head to the right. As you twist, close your eyes. Soften your breath and stay here for 5 cooling breaths. Listening to the sound of your breath, which is like the waves in the ocean. Now bring your right leg back, release, bend the left knee, and take your left knee to the right. Head to the left. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. And relax into Shavasana. Make sure your legs are a little away from each other, your hands apart. Eyes are gently closed, your eyelids like flower petals. Relaxing your eyes. And say to yourself in the mind, or you can also say it aloud, I am relaxing. My legs are relaxing. My complete body is relaxing. With this intention, relax here for a few moments. Letting the soft, gentle breathing cool us down and bring our mind into a sense of stability. Of course, we will have the thoughts going on in the mind all the time, but watching your breath makes you more aware about your thoughts, and you no longer have that sense of attachment. You let go of the thoughts. Taking a few more breaths here. Relaxing, resting, and rejuvenating. Yoga practice should make you feel energized and calm, the calm energy. Now gently start moving your fingers, your toes, tilt your head side to side. Take your hands to the back, give yourself a nice stretch. Bend your knees, roll onto any preferred side, curling up like a small baby and coming up into seated. Sit down comfortably. bring your hands together, bow your head down in gratitude. Gratitude for good health, for the nature around you, for being able to do this practice. We will end the practice with 1 Om and 3 Shanti. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your hands together and gently place it over your eyes, rejuvenating your eyes. With a big bright smile, open your eyes. Thank you everybody for your energy and for practicing with me. Keep watching. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Namaste.